Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. Today, we're mapping out a blueprint for 2026. We're going to break down 10 low-investment business breakthroughs that actually let you build something substantial from the ground up. And the best part? You can do it entirely without breaking the bank.
So let's dive into this right away with a big question that kind of challenges everything we've been taught. What if I told you that the next successful business doesn't require millions of rupees? What if it doesn't even require a fancy, expensive office space? For decades, we've basically operated under this assumption that a massive amount of upfront capital is the only gatekeeper to entrepreneurship. But today, the rules of the game have completely changed.
Look at the modern starter kit. Some of today's absolutely most profitable entrepreneurs launched their empires with literally just three things: a laptop, a smartphone, and a few thousand rupees. That is it. The whole barrier to entry has essentially vanished, and it's been replaced by the need for strategy, focus, and a real willingness to learn.
So here is our blueprint for today. We're going to cover the e-commerce evolution, the service economy, content and knowledge assets, reveal the top overall opportunity, and finally, help you build your own blueprint.
All right, part one, the e-commerce evolution, selling without the overhead.
You know, traditional retail demands that you buy inventory upfront, which is a massive financial risk. Print on demand flips that model completely upside out. Imagine launching a brand of, say, pet hoodies or custom mugs, where the product is only printed after a customer actually pays you. Your capital goes into clever design and marketing, not dusty boxes sitting in a garage somewhere. It's a fantastic option for creative folks looking to build a brand without the nightmare of managing a warehouse.
The broader e-commerce store model builds right on this logic. The core strategy here is to start small. You test different products, maybe beauty gadgets or handmade home accessories, just to see what the market actually clicks on and buys. You let actual consumer data and real revenue dictate your expansion, not your starting budget.
Moving on to part two, the service economy, monetizing your digital skills.
There are four massive service opportunities totally transforming the market right now. Traditional freelancing remains the absolute easiest entry point. Skills like video editing, graphic design, copywriting, and SEO are in constant demand, and your only real investment is the time you spend improving those skills. Then we scale up to social media management, AI content creation, and full-scale digital marketing.
The progression here is just incredibly natural. Step one, you really just need to find one client. If you can create posts or edit short videos, you can immediately jump to step two, offering these services directly from your home hustle. Step three is where it gets really fun. That one satisfied client can lead to referrals. By adding skills like SEO or email marketing, your home hustle naturally scales into a full-fledged digital agency with recurring monthly income.
Now, within this service economy, artificial intelligence has cracked open a completely new frontier. Businesses are out there actively paying for AI-generated blog posts, marketing videos, and voiceovers. But here's the real secret. It isn't just generating the content, it's the quality control. If you can combine AI tools with a human touch, editing for tone, accuracy, and flow, an AI content creation agency becomes a business model that can scale incredibly fast.
All right, part three, content and knowledge assets. Build once, earn repeatedly.
Let's look at three highly effective content models. First up is affiliate marketing. The brilliant part here is you don't even need a product. You just recommend things you already use and trust, and you earn a commission when someone buys. It's honestly the closest thing to getting paid just for giving good advice. Next up, we have online courses, followed by YouTube automation.
Take a second and think about your own expertise, whether that's coding, fitness, graphic design, or baking. You can package that specific knowledge into a structured online course. You put in the hard work up front, and that digital asset generates sales and passive income for months or even years down the line. The exact same logic applies to creating content assets on platforms like YouTube, but the methods have really shifted. Traditional YouTube requires you to be the writer, the director, and the on-camera talent. YouTube automation is a whole different ballgame. It's often completely faceless and team-driven. You leverage AI tools for research, scripts, and voiceovers. You're acting much more like a digital producer managing a system in high-value niches like finance or tech.
Okay, we've made it to part four, the top opportunity, the #1 breakthrough for 2026. And that top opportunity is
AI-powered SaaS, or software as a service. We are talking about building or even white labeling digital tools.
Businesses all across the globe are desperately searching for software to automate repetitive tasks or just improve productivity. Think of something as simple as a smart scheduling app for local plumbers or an automated invoice generator for freelancers.
The absolutely crucial takeaway here is that you do not need to build the next billion-dollar tech giant. Even a micro tool that automates a single frustrating bottleneck for a small business can generate incredible recurring monthly revenue. The key to this entire model is identifying a genuine problem that people are already willing to pay to fix.
Finally, Part 5. Building your blueprint, final thoughts, and next steps.
I want you to really let this quote sink in. The best business isn't the one that requires the biggest investment. For way too long, people have used a lack of capital as an excuse not to start. But as we've seen, from print-on-demand to AI content agencies, massive capital simply isn't the primary barrier anymore. Your creativity and your execution are what truly matter. Which brings us to the true formula for success in 2026. First, solve a real problem. Second, create actual value. And third, build consistently over time. Look, success with any of these models does not happen overnight, but starting today, taking that very first step with just your laptop and smartphone gives you a massive advantage over everyone else who's just sitting around waiting for the perfect moment.
So I'm going to leave you with this final, most important question. Which problem will you solve first? Look at your own skills and your own interests. Which of these paths speaks to you? I would absolutely love for you to leave a comment and let me know exactly which low-investment business idea you're going to start. Thank you so much for joining me to explore this blueprint in today's Explainer, and I really can't wait to see what you build.